Yeah, so he said if the roles were reversed, she wouldn't be able to do it. So
That's not unconditional love.
you know what's the first thing that stuck out to me?
The random,
No,
the
when
random.
no, when when he asked her that question, so what do you bring to the table? She's like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
he
He
always asks
always
me.
asks me this, right?
That's what stuck out to me. Like, hold on,
It means it's not gonna last. It's not gonna last
he might
because
feel
he's
some
about to
type of
start feeling
way.
unappreciated. Yeah, it's not gonna last. And she
He
said
might,
no.
yeah,
Like
he
no,
might.
I wouldn't. If he
I didn't
lost
catch
everything
that the
tomorrow,
first
no.
time. That she said. I mean,
Yeah, I caught it.
I didn't pay attention to it, but because I was more caught up on the unconditional love that she said that was 100% bullshit. That's why I was thrown off. But
First off, what she offered, what she said she offers, bullshit. It's bullshit. It's 2023. We're going on 2024. You know what I'm saying? Man, know how to cook and shit for themselves, can clean and nurture themselves. Like I'm nurturing to him. He ain't no baby.
I mean, it depends on
nurturing?
hey for different strokes, different folks. Because I know men, I know some dudes that's less capable.
Well, and that's why that's why in certain situations that'd be okay because they probably okay with that. They probably okay with oh yeah, she cooking, she clean. You know what I'm saying? That's all I need. You know what I'm saying? That's all I want. You know what I'm saying?
My thing is like him asking that question.
That's just not raising any red flags for her.
Yeah, I'm saying him asking the question is like maybe she not doing it as often. You know what I'm saying? He probably like on some he working, bringing in the bread and all this, and then he's still coming home cooking and cleaning and doing that. Not. Like then at that point he's like, so what do you bring it to the table if I'm bringing the money and doing this?
Yeah, exactly, and probably not to the point where it brings him peace either, because you know what I'm saying, she could clean, but it'd be like on some super late stuff maybe. You know what I'm saying? He come in the house and house dirty and he like. You know what I'm saying? You don't find peace in it. You can't find peace in a messy house. One. So hey, that's not unconditional love though. That was my biggest thing. It's like, how you gonna say one of the biggest things you bring to the table, and it's which honestly all men really won't. It's unconditional love, real unconditional love though. That's not real. That's not real. Shit, we talked about that in our last pod. It was like, man, if a man being valued by that, then if he loses it, then all of a sudden.
Yeah, see, that's the thing is, it was like if the tables would turn, then she was like, no, it's a no for me. But like, wait a minute, what was that unconditional love word that you like? So right. don't say unconditional, because it's very conditional that this man is bringing in the bread and taking care of the bills. Then that you will be with him and take care, do your part, because
And why is leading? I mean, this is a general question, for like a genuine question for me. Like, why is leading tied to financials? Like, if you're covering this, you're leading now. Why does that mean you're leading? How does that?
She did what? Dang, everybody's different though. I guess everybody's different. I guess because she basically said, if I'm making more money, that means I'm leading.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That mean I'm the
person. How does that mean you're leading though? Like,
so yeah, whoever making the more money is the one who's.
I thought it was all about the qualities of your personality and your the skill sets that you hold and your mental that makes you a leader, not that superficial.
Yeah, money. You could be a cash cow. You could be the person making all the bread, but you also can be the person that can fuck it up. And you need that leadership to come in and say, hey, baby, you don't need 50 purses right now. We need to go ahead and do this, put the money here and do this, take care of this, and set ourselves up for the future. And that's what I would call leading, instead of just I'm bringing in this much money, so that means I'm wearing the big drop. You know what I'm saying? I'm the big dog around here since I'm making all the money.
Yeah, and it's like, to me, one of the biggest things that I think about too is like, my biggest thing is generational wealth. You feel me? So however we can obtain generational wealth to make sure that our kids and our kids is good, we're gonna do it. And we know that in this world, this day and age, that it's certain situations where women might do a lot better financially than men. You know what I'm saying? There's certain avenues that a woman can take that a man can't. There's certain networks that a woman can make faster than a man based off of how they look and who they are. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, hey, however you can get it, get it. You feel me?
Yeah,
But that
it
don't make
just
you.
it's.
That don't mean
I
that
think,
man's not leading.
bro, but it's funny that we have these conversations because we ain't even those type of guys that really even care that much when it comes to money like that. You know what I'm saying? As far as like when it comes to taking care of somebody. Only thing is I can say we are is like we don't want to feel like we're being taken advantage of. Like we, you know what I'm saying? That's dead. Then you know, like you doing too much. I feel like you taking advantage of the situation. But when everything really, what really matters is the relationship. How much do you value the relationship? How much joy is it bringing? And then most of the times you ain't even be tripping. You don't even be tripping over the money. Then it's like, cause
Right, for real.
you just enjoying
You do whatever. You feel
life.
me?
You know what I'm saying? Taking care of the finances and you know enjoying it. And it's a team thing. As far as like how we're gonna go about things and do things.
Right.
But for the most part, yeah, we have been the ones who had who was putting the bread up front and wasn't tripping on it. So I know on the outside, I mean, I know how it could always look is like, oh, these modern men, this and that. Maybe you just not that one, baby. You ain't that one. Because
Right.
once
And
that
you're not
dude,
providing what you think you provide. That's the whole thing. You're not providing what you think you providing. You think you providing all this. I'm unfaithful. I don't cheat, but you know what I'm saying, you are immature. You can't speak to the dude. You can't talk. You ain't bringing peace. You probably not cleaning as much as you think you are. You're not cooking as much as you think you are. You know what I'm saying? You make assumptions and you roll off those assumptions without talking to the man that lays in bed with you. You know what I'm saying? You let everything else control your relationship. All these things are a big factor. So you're probably not who you think you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this man, this modern. No, a lot of good dudes gonna do that, but you just not who you think you are.
It's crazy. Is a lot of we give a lot of chances. We don't say
Too
it.
many.
We don't say it.
Too many.
But we recognize the shit, and that little ping goes out, red flag. Okay, that's red flag. I gotta watch out for this. Let's see if we can correct this. We see if this can.
That's the problem with some people too. Like a lot of people like that, like us in that situation. We always like, oh, we can fix that. We can fix that. No, you can't.
Hey man,
nah, you can't fix that.
I blame hoes, man. That got doggone movie put on the cowboy hat and said, "I can fix that." That's my thing. Niggas think I can fix that. Like, I can fix that. Oh, okay. Oh, you want to lose 20, 30 pounds? Yeah, I can fix that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then you just think you can do things. Oh, I can motivate her to get to this point. You can do it, but sometimes you just can't because everybody's personality is different.
Mm-hmm.
I've tried to help somebody do that before, like lose weight. I got shot at basically. Like, no, like you ain't like, well, man, I'm trying to help you, man. I ain't even being aggressive. I ain't being that. I'm just letting you know, like, I'm firm on like if you want to see results, this here. You got to do it. And then, okay, you get mad at me, and then I especially back then I was one of them. I'm gonna shut down. I'm like, all right, whatever. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, then you keep them pounds, then.
For real.
I'm not finna
but for real though, like, and that's not even to say that that's not even to say that that it's wrong to want that. It's just I just think it's wrong to want that and to feel like you're giving unconditional love when you really not. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you're not. Recognize who you are. You know what I'm saying? If that's what you want, then shoot, that's what you want. But don't be out here talking about like her. Don't be out here talking about you giving unconditional love when that's not conditional. Come out there with the truth. Yes, my love is very conditional. My
Like,
love is
yes,
very
my
conditional.
relationship. I mean, let's be honest, man. Ain't no. I don't really too much believe in unconditional love, bro.
There's no such thing really from two. Well, I can't say that. I'm saying that from somebody who haven't
There
experienced.
is no such thing as unconditional. I'm gonna just go ahead and say it.
Nah, we can't say that though.
How is
We
it
can't
possible?
say
Tell
that.
me. Tell me. Besides
There's
dogs,
there's plenty there's plenty of
dogs give.
relationships that's last because of unconditional love.
Okay, example.
Example: me, Roy, Mo. Everybody went to Vegas. What was that? 2021. We met that couple. Her name was Sandy. That's the lady that got me fucked. It was first time ever I was ever fucked up like this. I was drinking. We had all you can drink drinks at this place called the Koi Lounge in Vegas, and this old lady Sandy, 70. I think they were 73 and 76 years old. Her husband 76. She was 73. She shared her whole story, her whole life story about it. And she got me fucked up. She was giving me weed in the club. Oh man, that was the first time I ever experienced noodle legs, man. The first time. Oh, she got me so messed up. That's a story for another time. But she she basically gave me her whole all her that whole story, man. Like at some point, you know what I'm saying? He ain't have it all like that. Dude, he wasn't the best. You know what I'm saying, as far as financials and everything, but she stuck by him. And she was basically just like, I stuck by him his whole life, and he stuck by me my whole life. I appreciated him and he appreciated me. When he got to that point, she didn't have to ask for nothing. Everything she wanted, she got. Just like she was talking about just now when she was getting the weed, she was like, my husband now, he buys me anything. I walk into the dispensary, is whatever I want.
Man,
It
you
doesn't
still
matter
ain't
how
proved.
much it
Man, you
costs.
still ain't proved no point though. What about the unconditional?
What you mean? She was there before he made it to that point. That's why he got to that point with her. Because it was unconditional. He wasn't to the point where he could just
Man, that
he
was
could,
just
he could
love
just
and
give her
holding
anything.
somebody down. There ain't no unconditional love.
That is
Unconditional love is mean this person can do whatever. It don't matter, and you still
whatever.
gonna
Hold
be
on, hold on, hold on, hold on. You losing me, bro.
unconditional, right?
Whatever though,
There's
that's not unconditional.
exactly
That's
that's
stupid love.
unconditional.
No, that's stupid love.
That's unconditional, bro.
No.
Every love is conditional. Like
Well, I guess so. Then,
think
if
about it,
if
you
you
with the
saying
love of your
unconditional love is
life,
stupid
you
love,
thinking you in you love her and her unconditional, ain't nothing you can but let her go and stray and do some, you know what I'm saying?
that's not
Get knocked
unconditional.
down.
I mean, I
You
guess
gonna
that
be
is
like, you know
unconditional.
what I'm saying? Let her go, get a train ran on her and try to come back to you. You're gonna be so hurt and you're gonna be done with her.
So I guess
Very
unconditional love is
conditional.
stupid love. So I guess conditional love. I mean,
Yeah.
in a way, you're right. But if I ain't thinking like
I
that. I'm
don't
thinking
think
about
unconditional love exists. It ain't no such thing as because we are as human, bro. There's gonna be something that another human being, even
I
no
guess
matter how much you
hey,
love somebody, they can do something that just is so despicable that it's like it's no longer unconditional. It's like you just like, oh my gosh, like you still can love them, but it's not definitely not the same. It's conditions to this, man. It's just conditions to love, man.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I think unconditional to I mean, it may hurt. There's people that's that's gone out and done some bogus stuff, and people still forgive them, and they still able to carry on their marriages and relationships. That's still unconditional. It exists, still unconditional. It just because they hurt them doesn't mean they're unconditional.
Mm, I'm still rocking with the condition. Because
Well,
what if
but we know that there's relationships that
what
work.
if that guy or when in did some wild ass molestation something and then it's like, ugh, you looking at them, yeah.
But but there's Yeah, there's people out there that still rock for that. I mean, yeah.
That's because
There's
they
people
with
out there that will
it's because
still
they with
rock
the
for them.
shit. They with the shit too. It's a
They
different
may, yeah, maybe,
it might be a
they gotta
different
be with it
situation.
if they
Yeah.
okay with that.
I
They
feel like
gotta
it'd
be
be a
with it.
different situation that make them different circumstances make them feel like, ooh, like you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, in that case, love should be slightly conditional then. But I mean, other than the wild terms, wild things like that, well, let's just stick to the cheating and unconditional. Unconditional does somewhat exist in that point. I mean, in that
I think I don't know. The technicalities. I'm too firm on
yeah,
the
you're getting too
unconditional.
technical with it,
Yeah,
man.
that unconditional. I'm like, no.
Because if that's the case, it really is what Chris Rock say. Shit, dogs are the only ones that really do give unconditional love. You could throw a dog down the street, break his leg, and it still run back to you.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like that dog gonna love you. You feeding that dog, you caring for that dog, you love that dog. You can hurt that dog gonna come right back to you. Like you never did nothing. Step on the dog's tail and he yelp so loud, and it's still coming up to you with the biggest smile on his face,
Hmm.
excited still to see you. You do that to your girl or you do that to your dude. He ain't gonna want that. He ain't gonna want his girl. He ain't gonna want to be around his girl, and she ain't gonna want to be around him for a little bit.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
no,
man.
I think it exists a little bit to an extent.
To an extent. Yeah.
To an extent. But yeah, man. That video, somebody's response was very disappointing to that video.
uh I mean, I can't remember exactly what she was saying. It's like, but I mean, I could understand like her point to that video when she was like, she's saying that like for her, the type of relationship she wants to be in
Yeah, I mean
is
that's true. Yeah,
is
if she giving
somebody
she
I guess you could say an alpha who taking care of everything. That way she only have to worry about, the other little shit.
yeah, that's true. She say what she want, but you gotta my thing is recognize, you know what I'm saying, recognize who you are and recognize what you offer. Don't be out here false flagging unconditional love when you ain't giving it.
Yeah.
That was
You
my
can't
whole
just
thing.
yeah. You gotta man. I mean, nurturing I mean, you gotta be good, you know. You can't just be you can't just be fine
Yeah.
and cook and be able to cook 3 or 4 meals. Like, nah,
I see what nurturing is
you
though.
can't
Like
bring
that's
more
just
than just the food to the table because I can put something in the air fryer on your ass.
shoot, man. I'll whip some stuff up myself,
That's
man.
what I'm
Like,
saying. Me too. I'm saying. But if
but
I need something like, man, I got like 15 minutes, I just throw something in the air fryer and stop playing with me. I can
yeah.
feed myself.
But like nurturing though, like I've seen. I mean, if she doing like that, maybe because I've seen like I told you like how I built a community out here, and having those people that's like, oh, I can come over and cook and do this for you. I'm like, hey,
Oh yeah. And
yeah,
then
I'm
you
like,
had when you caught COVID, you got a little bit of experience of that.
yeah,
Like come and take care of like, hey, I got you. Let me make you this and
yeah. Like I was just like,
that's some
hey, thank you. Like, hey,
make you feel really appreciated.
didn't have to do that at all. Made a whole little concoction. Made me feel better in a day too.
Mm-hmm.